He's back. Come on, Mr. Scott. But I'm looking at three cases. So, which one are we going to continue?
This one now. See if it's any better.
We're figuring out how to work this one.
We're trying to help you out, Judge.
It shouldn't pick up his hand whenever you're right on the computer.
Yeah.
So
Which one is going to be continued? What number?
Oh, it'll be 23-41457.
Okay, that will be continued. So I'm going to be calling 23 CR 347, 345, 347, and 349.
That's
three
correct, John.
cases. Okay. And you are Victor Stotts.
Just,
Your attorney, Mr. Adams, does the defendant waive formal readings of these motions to revoke probation? And we proceed in summary. Yes.
yes, sir.
Raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you make during this hearing on these motions to revoke probation will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lower your hand. Each of these similarly state, and we're talking about cause numbers 23 CR 345, 347, 349. And which one is going to be continued, did you say?
41457, Your Honor.
And 41457. And let's take these first three up first. Again, 345, 347, 349. In summary, each of these similarly allege, sir, that on June 5th, 2023, in this court, you were sentenced to 2 years in the state jail, probated for 5 years on each case for burglary of a building in 345, another burglary of a building in 347, and fraudulent use or possession of identifying information in 349. Is all of that true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Allegation one in each of these cases states that you failed to report to the probation office on or about June 5th, 2023, in violation of your probation order of reporting property. Is that true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Did the defendant abscond?
yeah, yes, Your Honor. That's correct.
Okay. From June 5th, 2023 until when? When were you arrested? This year? Last month?
On the 22nd of last week.
June of, so he would have been gone for 2 years.
Right.
Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that the only one we need?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you pleading true voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently to failing to report as required and being an absconder for 2 years? Are you pleading true and correct to that voluntarily and because it is true?
Yes, sir.
You understand that a voluntary and knowingly made plea of true to one or more violations of probation, that is enough to grant the motions to revoke probation. Your probations can be revoked. And you, since you were already found guilty and placed on probation, you were looking at these cases as no less than confinement, no less than 180 days in the state jail, up to 2 years on the state jail in each case.
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true in each of these cases? I find you are pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true. I'm- it's marking on the tablet again. I don't know what you're giving me, but it's still doing it. When I press down on with my, I can't find the other status. This is it. Yeah, I can. All right. See, I can't. And then see, it's where I'm pressing down here. It's smudging right there.
Are you on the?
I've got nothing. See, nothing's working on this right now.
It may be delayed too, Your Honor, like ours, when we're signing our name, it won't.
Yeah, we're trying to replace y'all. We'll replace you
Okay.
in October.
Well, all I'm trying to do is look. Okay, you see, I'm gonna just what? So that's this is the. You see, it's
May I see for just a second, just? I'm sorry. Okay, let me see.
agreements have been reached in each of these cases that. What are the agreements?
Yeah, 180 days state jail, Your Honor, on 4-5, 4-7, and 4-9 to run concurrently.
Is that your understanding of the plan, sir? Yes, Your Honor.
And then also, Your Honor, to be continued on probation in 4-1-4-5-7, and the restitution added from $7,000 from 4-5 to the 4-1-4-5-7. That's the second degree felony. And then $1,500 in restitution also to be added to 4-1-4-5-7, the second degree felony.
Is that your understanding of the plan?
Yes, sir.
If I follow this, you have no right of appeal of these cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1 in each of these cases. Did you sign those documents voluntarily? Understand them, discuss them with your attorney, or the contents all true and correct?
No.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence.
No objection.
Without objection, it's admitted. Among other things, this states if I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal. I'm going to follow this agreement. Do you understand? All right, if nothing further, I'm going to find there is sufficient evidence supporting these motions to revoke probation in 345, 347, and 349 to grant them by a preponderance of the evidence or greater, as allegation 1 has been pleaded true to voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. Thus, your probation is for that state jail felony in each of those cases is revoked. I'm following this agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the state jail for a term of 180 days in each of these cases to run concurrently. You understand what has happened in each of these three cases?
Yes, sir.
Now, we're going to go to the final one. In 23-41457, does the defendant waive a formal reading of this and motion to revoke probation? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, sir.
In summary, this states that on June 5th, 2023, in this court, you were sentenced to 10 years in prison, probated for 10 years for engaging in organized criminal activity, a second-degree felony. Do you understand what you're charged with, and is that allegation true and correct as it is alleged?
Yes, sir.
Allegation 1 states similarly as the other cases that you failed to report to the probation office as required on or about June 5th, 2023 in violation of your probation order. Is that true and correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading true and correct that voluntarily and because it is true?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that a knowing and voluntary made plea of true to one or more violations of probation, that is enough to grant a motion to revoke probation. Your probation can be revoked, and
And I sent, Your Honor, I sent the dismissal on that one because it's into being continued.
That's the way you give.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay sometimes. I don't know why it does that. These tablets. The Dell ones are far more fun.
okay. Okay. In 23-41457, you have pleaded true voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently to allegation one. That is enough to grant this motion to revoke probation by a preponderance of the evidence or greater. However, what's going to happen here is we're going to continue you on this probation. We must amend, though, the terms and conditions of probation to add the
$7,000 in restitution from 345, Your Honor.
restitution to the appropriate party
Yes.
in 4-5.
Yes, Your Honor. There was $7,000 to Michael Mudd from in 4-5.
And in 4-7,
There was $1,500 to a Denise Birdwell.
those restitutions shall be applied within cause number 23-41457 as a condition of your probation as restitution from those cases transferred over to this case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you resolved 3 of the cases with sentences of 180 days, and then you will continue your probation in this motion to revoke probation. It will be continued, and we will review it every 6 months or so to see how you're doing. Okay, we'll review this in 6 months. All right. So do you understand what has happened today? 3 are resolved and 1 is amended for these additional restitution, and you will be continued on that 3rd-degree felony. Be careful. If you fail, your probation could be revoked and you could be sentenced up to 10 years in prison. All right. Do you understand what has happened today, sir? That's all. Thank you.